Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a wash and go on a returning client. Now if you've been dealing with frizzy, uncontrollable, unpredictable wash and goes, this is the video for you. So let's dive in. Alright, so this is my client's hair after a good clarifying shampoo. Now it is so important before attempting any wash and go to make sure you get any product, any buildup off of your hair and scalp. That's why it's so important to start off with a good clarifying detoxing shampoo. Today I used the volume shampoo from my Timelessly Curly hair care line to get her started. Now to strengthen her hair before styling, I'm going in with an Olex treatment. Now if you're unfamiliar with Olex, it is a bond building treatment. That means it's going to penetrate into the hair and find any broken bits and rebuild the hair from the inside out. Now I love to do an Olex treatment before a wash and go because there are a few ways an Olex treatment can ensure that I get the best results. So let's just dive into that really quickly. As we mentioned before, an Olex treatment restores broken hair bonds, and that results in healthier hair and a healthier hair shaft. So this improves elasticity and it improves porosity. And when you improve the porosity, that means that your hair is able to hold on to moisture longer and it reduces frizz because those cuticles are laying down. As a result, you get stronger, hydrated, bouncier curls. I recommend using a strengthening treatment like Olex at least once a month to ensure you have stronger hair that reduces breakage and split ends. Alright, as always, I love to pair an Olex treatment with a steam treatment. It's going to help further push in that Olex treatment into the hair, and then it's also going to keep the hair hydrated. So that way I'm being efficient and making sure she's getting a strengthening treatment and a moisturizing treatment at the same time. Alright, so after her hair has finished steaming, with that Olex treatment still in her hair, I'm going to give her a trim. Now, as you can see, we are cutting her hair in its curly state. This is because for this particular client, she loves to wear her hair in its curly state in a wash and go majority of the time. She rarely gets like a silk press or a blowout. I've only done her hair in a silk press once out of the 2 years I've seen her. Cutting her hair in its curly state will allow us both to see how her curls will naturally bounce back after they've been cut. So this will give us a more reliable shape for how her hair will dry after it's set. Alright, so after her haircut, I'm going to wash out that treatment using the moisture shampoo. Now this is one of my favorite shampoos to use because it's going to give you a thorough cleanse, a gentle cleanse, but it's not going to weigh down the hair. As you can see, it's creamy, so it's going to provide a lot of hydration, but it's not going to leave behind a residue or oily feel behind. This is important when it comes to styling a wash and go because you want to make sure that there's no residue left on your hair so that your curl inducing products are able to penetrate into your hair and give you a seamless wash and go. Any residue or buildup left on the hair is just going to end up in a frizzy result, and that's not what we want. Okay, as her deep conditioning treatment today, I'm going in with the deep repair treatment. Now, this is our favorite conditioner in the salon because it really provides the strength and the moisture all at the same time. That's because it infuses keratin into the hair to fortify and strengthen it. It also has moisturizing properties that softens your hair and makes it so easy to just detangle your hair. This is so important when doing a wash and go because we want to strengthen and smooth out our hair as much as possible before styling. Alright, to get this wash and go on the road, I'm going in with the Emergency Miracle Treatment, which is the leave-in conditioner from the Timelessly Curly hair care line. Now, I say this all the time, but a leave-in conditioner is the first product I use before any hairstyle. Now, I know some people don't use leave-in conditioners, but you really need to think of it as just as important as a deep conditioner because it will ensure the longevity of your hairstyle because it'll keep your hair moisturized for longer. Now, this is so important when you are doing a wash and go because moisture is key to a frizzless wash and go and a long-lasting wash and go. I love the Emergency Miracle treatment because it's creamy but it's lightweight, so I know it's going to penetrate into the hair and not sit on top. Alright, so after her leave-in, I'm going in with the amplifying foam. Now, the order in which you use your hair products matter, and the reason why I'm going in with a foam first is because it is going to provide lightweight hold, but it's a foam, so it has a lot of moisture content in there. So I want to provide as much moisture as I can so that I'm going to smooth that hair out as much as possible and then use a heavier product later. And I love the amplifying foam because it is a buildable hold. It's just enough for my fine hair clients that we don't have to go in with another product. The foam is more than enough. And right after the foam, I'm going to layer on top the Versatile Styling Cream. Now, this is more like a gel cream, which is why I'm so obsessed with it, because it is a cream, so it has the moisturizing content, unlike other gels that have alcohol that will dry your hair out. So it's going to provide moisture and it's going to provide hold. This is so important when you want a frizz-free wash and go because you want to make sure that your hair is hydrated for longer. So a cream gel is really a game changer. Alright, so as I style her wash and go, I just want us to make note on how I go about defining her curls. I like to go in and separate each curl and just twirl it around my finger to help encourage it to curl and define. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with their wash and goes and they experience a ton of frizz, and a lot of the times it is because they're not doing enough to define their curls. Techniques like finger coiling, shingling, or using a Denman brush can help enhance your curl definition. It's best to find what works for you, what's easiest for you, and stick to that. For me, what I do, I like to think of it as a combination between finger coiling and shingling. And what I love about this technique is that a lot of my clients have said they've been able to wear their wash and goes from up to 2 to 4 weeks just by me going separate curl by curl and defining it like this. But don't get me wrong, I do not expect you to do this at home because your arms will be completely dead by the end of it. But what I do recommend is when you have those problem areas that need a little bit more help, a little bit more definition, that's when you go in and separate it and define it like this. Alright, so after defining each curl on her head, I'm going to set her hair under a hooded dryer. Now, a lot of times people like to air dry their wash and goes, but this can be the reason why they're experiencing a ton of frizz. Air drying can be very inconsistent, and a lot of times the products that you use for wash and go are more effective when they are set with heat. So I recommend trying out a hooded dryer or a diffuser to help set your curls and reduce frizz. And as you can see, one trick I like to do with the hair diffuser is to grab the hair at the ends and really focus the diffuser on the roots and stretch out those curls. I know a lot of people complain about shrinkage when they do a wash and go, and this is how I beat that, and I just get a little bit more length out of it. Alright, and here are the results. Look at those bouncy coils, how shiny they look, and just how juicy they look too. Look, do we see any frizz? I don't. I'm telling you, if you use the tips I laid out in this video, you will experience a frizz-free wash and go too. And if you're still struggling, learn how a keratin treatment can help you have better defined curls in this upcoming video. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!